All right, let's talk about the metaverse. Now, if you're picturing just video games and VR headsets, you're not even scratching the surface. Researchers are actually laying down the blueprint for something way, way bigger, and we're going to dive right into it. So, is the metaverse just a cooler way to play games or chat with your friends online? The short answer? Not even close. I mean, sure, that's part of it, but the real vision here goes far beyond just entertainment. And to get past all that hype, we really have to look at the serious research that's happening behind the scenes. A team of experts has mapped out this incredibly complex, transformative vision for what they're calling the wireless metaverse. So what is it, really? Well, at its heart, it's a whole new digital world designed to completely change how we and all the machines around us interact with, well, everything. We're talking about a total fusion of the physical world, the digital world, and purely virtual spaces. It's about blurring the lines completely. And what's so amazing about this new research is that for the first time, we have a complete blueprint. It's a full, holistic vision that identifies every single part and piece needed to build a metaverse that is truly limitless. Now, the very core of this blueprint is a framework built on 7 distinct but interconnected worlds. Think of it as the fundamental structure, the building blocks for this whole new reality. It's a really clever way to understand how all these pieces are supposed to fit together. Okay, so here they are. You've got the foundations, the physical, digital, and virtual worlds. And then, layered right on top of that, you have 4 different kinds of experiences: cyber, extended, live, and parallel. So let's quickly unpack what all that means. Okay, so the first 3 are pretty easy to wrap your head around. The physical world is, well, it's us, right here, right now. The digital world is a perfect one-to-one digital copy of our world. Imagine a digital twin of your entire city. And the virtual world? That's a completely made-up synthetic space, like a virtual office or some crazy fantasy land. And this is where things get really wild, because these worlds start to combine into totally new experiences. The cyber experience is where autonomous things like drones can interact with their digital copies. The extended experience is all about virtual info being overlaid onto your view of the real world. The live experience is where everything merges in real time. We're talking about stuff like holographic teleportation. And the parallel experience? That's where AI lets you explore completely different alternate realities. So this all sounds amazing, right? But, and it's a big but, actually building this thing is a monumental challenge. It opens up incredible doors for sure, but it also throws up some really, really tough technological hurdles we have to clear first. And it all kind of boils down to 2 huge connected problems. First up is synchronization. How on earth do you keep the digital and physical worlds in perfect real-time sync? And second, artificial intelligence. Where do you get the raw computing power needed to run and generate all of this? And when I say perfectly lined, I mean perfectly. We are not talking about close enough here. Think about it. If your digital avatar shakes someone's hand even a fraction of a second after you do it in the real world, the whole illusion shatters. The experience just completely falls apart. And hey, this isn't just me saying it. Listen to what Professor Merouane Dabbagh at Khalifa University has to say. He says that this kind of synchronization demands networks that are both incredibly fast and have almost zero delay. So in other words, this is a massive engineering problem. Which brings us right back to those 7 worlds. The level of perfect real-time sync needed to make all 7 of them work together seamlessly. It's a challenge on a scale we have never, ever tackled before. It's completely unprecedented. So you might be thinking, wow, that sounds impossible. But the good news is, these researchers didn't just point out all the problems. They actually gave us a clear roadmap for how to build this future. All right, so here's the 4-point plan they've laid out. First, we need decentralized architectures. Second, we break the digital world into smaller sub-metaverses. Third, we have to develop totally new ways for networks to operate. And finally, we need to build AI from the ground up that's specifically designed for the metaverse. So let's break that down. Those first 2 steps, they're all about tackling that massive synchronization problem head-on. By decentralizing everything with what's called edge computing, you're processing data much closer to the user, and that slashes lag. And by creating smaller, localized sub-metaverses, the task of keeping everything in sync becomes way more manageable. But none of this works, not a single piece of this roadmap, without one absolutely essential foundation: a new generation of super robust, ultra-reliable wireless networks. That is the bedrock. Without it, the advanced AI, the seamless sync, none of it can happen.
So, we've looked at the grand vision, the huge challenges, and the path forward. But what does all of this actually mean for us? What's the big takeaway here? Because here's the thing to remember. This is so much bigger than gaming. This entire framework for a wireless metaverse, it's about fundamentally rewriting the rules of how we as human beings interact with machines, with information, and maybe with reality itself.
Which kind of leaves us with this one wild question to chew on. If this blueprint actually becomes a reality, will we one day be able to use this incredible AI to genuinely explore what-if scenarios, to actually see alternate timelines play out? It's a mind-bending thought, isn't it? Thanks for joining me.